What's going on, friends? Sam Prentice back once again. We're at 3DPrintopia, and we're here, of course, thanks to Polymaker.
You are watching a master at work.
This channel is sponsored by Polymaker and PCBWay, the best choice in filament and PCB manufacturing. Baltimore, Maryland, a beautiful coastal city known for its rich history, vibrant arts, and, you guessed it, crabs, because apparently nothing says Baltimore quite like some world-famous pinchy little sea creatures. Oh, and let's not forget their champion baseball team, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Yep, we're still sticking with this crab thing. Very clever. But seriously, Baltimore has it all. Culture, art, history, and crabs. Yep, again with the crabs. Enough already. Except, wait for it, we're not even in Baltimore. We're a little bit north in a place called Bel Air in Maryland for the one and only 3DPrintopia, formerly known as Earth or the East Coast Rep Rap Festival, hosted here at Hartford Community College. So, no crabs here today, just the best in 3D printing, tech and creativity. So let's get ready, folks. It's going to be one shell of a good time. Oh boy. These Rep Rap events are all about making 3D printing accessible to everyone. Whether you're just curious about the world of 3D printing or ready to dive into some of the exciting activities like death racers, dragsters, props, fashion, cosplay, droids, derby racers, or even a surprise encounter with a content creator or two, this event truly has it all. So come on down and get ready to unleash your creativity at 3DPrintopia.
Mark, 3, 2, 1, go!
Here we are at 3DPrintopia. I'm here with Ryan from Offset Maker Lab. Ta-da!
Hello.
Ryan, we're talking about tiny bikes. This
Yeah.
is the big introduction right now. Obviously, we launched this at the Midwest Rep Rep Festival, and now we're here at Was Earth, now it's 3DPrintopia. Now, we've got a number of different bikes here. We've got the version 3, I think we've got here, version 7, and of course, your fabulous fully custom Polymaker car bike combo. I just wanted to talk a little bit about obviously where we come from. Now these are, the majority is the Michael Badley files.
Yep.
That we can be found on Patreon, of course. Links, of course, can be found in the description. Now, of course, custom versions though, certainly with this one for the Polymaker bike, what does it take to get into this zone mentally and physically?
I'm not sure, just I don't know where to go with that. Well, you guys started working on the extended frame, and I was trying to make side panels basically for it, so that we could put Polymaker on the side of it. The extended frame, well, that's interesting. How you doing? Hi, we're filming. We're doing a thing.
Sorry.
In trying to make side panels for the extended frame, I noticed that the curvature was kind of like that of a 57 Chevy. And of course, we're in Bel Air, Maryland, so I tried to make the bike look kind of like a 57 Bel Air.
And you've done so well. The component parts on this, of course, are the same. We've got 2 wheels on the back that are powered.
Yep.
Are we running PLA?
Yeah, all of it's PLA.
All Polymaker PLA?
Well, obviously there's the TPU.
Of course.
But Polymaker helped me out with all the filaments. So really, this is obviously way bigger than a Death Racer.
Yep.
But there are a lot of little tiny parts on this. The time invested is printing in this one.
Sure.
You could print this faster, but I think the assembly on this might be faster.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think it's easier.
So I'm here with Tripod from Tripod's Garage. Don't worry about standing up, but we're going to talk about the tiny bike and your experience with building it so far. Okay, do stand up,
Thank
stand
you.
up. John, this was a really quick build for you. I know that, you know that,
Yep.
but the people do want to know about that. How quickly did you manage to print and assemble this thing?
Okay, so I started on a Wednesday or a Thursday evening. I had on a bamboo X1 carbon and a A1 and a artillery X4. I printed all the parts within 5 days.
Right.
On all of them, including the TPU tires, 25% infill. I started assembling it as I was getting all the parts together. So assembly and everything, if you're really kicking your rear to get it going, you can get it done, but with fast printers, I would say a week. It's actually really a real simple design. The rear end is probably, I would say, the worst part to put together for the whole thing. It's very complex.
And I can see, obviously, that health and safety is paramount, especially in your condition.
Yes.
So I can see that you've got this luxury hat as well.
Yes, you know, I mean, I saw it at Target, and it was just a must-have. I mean, safety is paramount. So, and yes, safety first, kids.
It looks good on you.
I take it seriously.
It looks good on you. So what was the most challenging part of the build?
I would say definitely the rear end, because you can't put it all together at once. The motors don't slip in because the gears are grooved a certain way, right? They're directional. So you have to actually put in the motor first, then put your pinion gear, and then I would guess you would call this the wheel, your spur gear, and then sandwich it all together.
Sure.
So otherwise, and cutting the rods down to size. So you're gonna definitely need to have like a Dremel or a grinder, or as
In regards to the ride, so the first time you rode this was, of course, last night when we did the kind of tiny biker ride out. We were talking earlier, and you were like, well, I don't really know why I built this. But do you now know why you built this?
I'm telling you, I didn't know why I was building it, as Sam said, but once I got on it, and it's biped compatible. I do have 2 feet here. Well, I don't have 2 feet, let's be clear, but that has 2 feet. So it was a blast. Stability was a concern for me. I don't know why, but I adapted, and it was a highlight of my evening, was riding this thing for the very first time. I wanted my first experience to be on camera here.
Yep.
And yeah, it's great, and it's definitely a fun build. I would suggest anyone getting into it and building it, but it is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't want the cost to be hidden. I think I have about $800 between filament and electronics into it.
Sure.
So.
Well, thanks for talking to us, John. That's brilliant. Thank you.
I stand up to the occasion.
You do indeed. There's nothing like loving a man in uniform, and nobody does it better than Dylan here. Dylan, how's it all going? Mr. Iron Man himself. Good to see you, sir. You're just getting kitted up, so you're nearly there.
Almost there. I don't have, Jarvis to kind of click me together as fast as I'd like.
Exactly that. But, so you're kind of doing it yourself. You've got a helper though, so
Yeah,
that's nice. We're with Overturned Filament, of course. Tell us a little bit about your story, because it's quite an interesting one.
Yeah, so I'm Dylan. I run Saturday Morning Props over on YouTube and all the other social medias. And I like to teach 3D printing and tips and tricks, all the way from just regular printer stuff all the way to full cosplays, like how to make a crazy Iron Man suit.
Absolutely, and we met at Merv, of course.
Yeah.
And we've also got a collab at Creality Sharefest next week as well.
Next month.
Next
So that's going to be awesome
over
in Chicago.
That's it. Yeah, a couple of weeks away, isn't it?
Yeah,
14th?
it's close. Yeah, exactly. Like 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So where can we find you? Saturday Morning Props?
Yep, Saturday Morning Props on YouTube and TikTok, Instagram.
And how long have you been building Iron Man costumes?
Yeah, so about 2 years, maybe 2.5. I started with a Creality CR10, and that kickstarted everything. I started making an Iron Man helmet and a Mandalorian helmet, and then all the Power Rangers. And the Power Rangers really boomed, and people loved it. And so when you get into 3D printing, it was like, you feel like Tony Stark, and I was like, I gotta do an Iron Man suit. So I picked one from my favorite movie, Captain America Civil War, and got to work.
Fabulous, dude. Well, look, if you want to see what Dylan's up to in the cosplay world, make sure you follow him. Links, of course, will be in the description below. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
nice
thanks,
to see
Sam.
You.
Good seeing you.
Now I'm in the cave with WhamBam. In fact, I'm here with Melinda. Melinda, tell us everything about WhamBam. Now we're doing some work together at the moment. You just sent me a giant slap mat. which I'm always guarded about. But also, your bed for the bamboo is amazing. Tell us what else you do.
So we do a lot of products for 3D printing to help you make it more fun, more easy, more productive. We have some new stuff here as well this year. I like the feature. We have a nozzle maintenance kit.
I've got that too. It's great. Yeah. Sorry.
It's nozzle maintenance kit or a nozzle declogger kit, because most of us don't actually maintenance it as much as we should.
Yep.
But we're presenting brand new here at the show our nozzle our resin line. It's called the Ultimate Resin line because we made them specifically for resin.
Yep.
So our new Ultimate Resin tool line, we're going to start with the wipe. It's a squeegee, and we have 3 different blades. This one has holes in it, and it allows you to actually make a quick pass and mix up your resin when it's been sitting so long that you're going to actually get print fails with it. The other 2 tips are a long, super soft silicone to clean out your vat in one pass, and then you can also use the short blade in combination with the filter.
That's great.
And then as you're scraping the bottom, you're going to pick up all those tiny little parts in there, and you're able to filter them out. That works great in combination with our ultimate filter, our ultimate funnel. The funnel, silicone, super flexible, able to store it away, drop in your IPA, wipes down. If you ever used our silicone mat, the slap mat, same material, so it makes it super easy for cleanup. It's made exactly for resin. All these big holes make it super breathable, but the actual innovation here is this not being able to stick to the funnel paper. So you'll actually still have breathable holes, and the funnel won't stick to the outside and cause it to slow down. You can also get a printable shelf from our website that makes you able to use scientific filters as well.
Wow.
And it fits right in there. The third tool is the vat cleaner. So if you do a screen clean, typically you use old supports, and you have to sit there and hold it for a little while. This is actually a weighted aluminum, has a little heft to it, so you're able to stick it in there and walk away and do the screen cleaning. And then you can use a hook it up, and let it drip off the excess. The 3 of them together are going to help all those post-processing pains that makes resin printing a pain.
I got to say this. That is amazing. That is an amazing invention. Amazing. That's really good. And good. Of course, the slap mat. I'm using these on my desk as a desk runner, but I do a lot of gluing, 3D glue. None of that sticks to this. It just comes straight off.
Nothing's going to stick to it. You let it dry. It'll come right off. Soldering iron right on there.
Yep.
So the little soldering drops will fall in there. Your hot soldering tip will 3 minutes or more. No damage on there. Great for painting. You can rip 2-part epoxy. You can mix it right on directly on there. It's just a great craft mat. I mean, we came up with it for resin printing.
Yep.
But honestly, so many uses outside of resin.
So where can we find you?
At WhamBam.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for
Lovely
stopping by.
To see you.
Love to see you again.
Okay.
You are watching a master at work.